students. In this video I am going to discuss about midpoint circle algorithm. I have already discussed about this content in previous videos, that what is the meaning of circle and the basics of midpoint circle algorithm. As the diagram indicates, the circle is divided into 8 equal parts. These parts are known as octants, and every octant is placed at an angle of 45 degree. If the coordinate of this point is yx, then the coordinate of this point are x and y, because these are interchanging. And similarly, we can find out the coordinate in the second quadrant or in third and fourth octant. Similarly, in third and fourth quadrant. Basically, in first quadrant, both the value of x and y are positive, and in second quadrant, the value of x is a negative, and in third quadrant, the value of x and y both are negative, and in fourth quadrant, value of x is positive and value of y is negative. Let us start the content from the basics. Midpoint circle algorithm. Equation of the circle we have already discussed. Equation of the circle is x square plus y square minus r square, and if this value is less than 0, then the point lie inside the circle. If the value is greater than 0, then the point lie outside the circle. If the value is equal to 0, then the point lie on the circle. And every angle, that is angle A or B, is equal to 45 degree, and the circle is divided into 8 equal octants. Let the center is O, and from point O to A, that's radius, the value is R. At point A, the coordinates are 0 and R, because the value of x is equal to 0 and the value of y is equal to R. And from A to B, the value of x is less than y. At point B, value of x is equal to y. And from B to C, the value of x is greater than y, and at C, value of x is equal to r and value of y is equal to 0, because at point C, the point lies on x-axis. That's why there is no value of y. These are the basic things. Now, if the point is moving from A to B in first octant, it means while we are moving from A to another point, the coordinate of A, let the coordinate of A are xk and yk, then the second coordinate may be xk plus 1 yk or xk plus 1 yk minus 1, because it either select P or Q. Both the possibilities are there. Coordinates of the first point xk and yk, the next point may be, it's already explained, xk plus 1 yk or xk plus 1 yk minus 1. It means two possibilities are there of a second point. If we are calculating the midpoint of these values, then I can write easily xk plus 1 plus xk plus 1 divided by 2, and yk plus yk minus 1 divided by 2. It means I can easily calculate the value of xm, that is midpoint of x and midpoint of y. First value is xk plus 1 and second value is yk minus 1 over 2. Let us repeat again. First is equation of circle. If the point is less than 0, then point lie inside equal to 0 on the circle, greater than 0, then outside the circle. Similarly, if we are moving from A to B, value of x is less than y. At point B, x equal to y. From B to C, x greater than y. these are the variations. Simultaneously, we can calculate the other points also. Next one is, the most important point is XMYM. Basically, these are the midpoints of the 2 points. That is second point. One is xk plus 1 and second is yk minus 1 over 2. Now, for the calculation of a decision parameter, basically, what is the decision parameter? It's xk plus y square minus r square. But at this place, the value of x is xk plus 1 and value of y is yk minus 1 over 2. That's why I have written xk plus 1 whole square plus yk minus 1 over 2 whole square minus r square. And for the next point, pk plus 1, what we have to do? We have to increase the value of k by k plus 1. That's why I have written xk plus 1 whole square, yk plus 1 minus 1 over 2 whole square minus r square. In this way, we can calculate the next calculation, that is the difference between pk plus 1 and pk, so that we can design our algorithm. Now, what is the value of pk plus 1? Basically, it's the expansion of our previous equation, xk plus 1 whole square plus 1 plus 2 xk plus 1. Basically, it is the equation of a square plus b square plus 2ab. Similarly, I can write about yk plus 1, then r square. Why I underline these values? Because when I subtract these content, we have to cancel out these values, xk plus 1 square, xk plus 1 square, 1 over 4, 1 over 4, then r square, because these are the similar values. And after subtracting, we can design this equation. And if we have to calculate P0, then the coordinates of A, that is 0, R, is taken into consideration. And we have to insert the value, this value, in pk, and for that we can do xk plus 1, that is 0 plus 1 whole square, and second value yk, and we can replace yk by r square, then 1 over 4, then only minus yk is there, and we can write minus r, then r square is there. Now, plus r square and minus r square cancel with each other, and we can write 1 plus 1 over 4 minus r, that's 5 over 4 minus r. Now, what we have to do inside our algorithm, the content is 1 minus r, because 5 over 4 is nearly equal to r. Now, what are the steps of algorithm? In first step, because we are starting the contents from x0 is equal to 0 and y0 is equal to r, that is the starting point, as we already discussed. In the diagram, in the first diagram, the starting point is 0 and a, this one is the point a. This value is 0 and r, because the value of x is equal to 0 and value of y is equal to r. That's why I have written x0 is equal to 0 and y0 is equal to r. In second point, in the above line, blue line, p0 is equal to 1 over minus r. That's why it's required. And next one, we have already calculated this value, xk. If the first point is xk, yk, then the next point may be either xk plus 1, yk, or xk plus 1, yk minus 1. It means the system can select the upper coordinate p or the lower coordinate q when it moves from A to the next point. 3, 1. What's the meaning of this? It means when I select the upper point, what will happen? Xk plus 1 is equal to xk plus 1 and yk plus 1 is equal to yk. What about the decision parameter? The decision parameter is pk plus 1 is equal to pk plus twice of xk plus 1 plus 1. Now, to find out this value, what we have to do? We have to insert these values. Xk plus 1 is equal to xk plus 1 and yk plus 1 is equal to yk in the equation we have calculated earlier. The equation was pk plus 1 minus pk is equal to twice xk plus 1 plus yk plus 1 square minus yk square minus yk plus 1 minus yk plus 1. When we insert the value of yk plus 1 equal to yk, the result will be 0 because difference is there and both the values are equal. That's why the second value and third value comes out to be 0. And what about the first value? Twice of xk plus 1, it will remain as it is because there is no change in this value. Now, negative pk is there on the left hand side. When I transfer this value to the right hand side, it's converted into positive. That's why pk plus 1 can be written as pk plus twice xk plus 1 plus 1. These values are true when the value of pk is less than 0. It is the first case of point number 3. This one. It is the first case of point number 3. If I am taken into consideration the second point, what will happen? Similarly, I can calculate this value pk plus 1 if the value of xk plus 1 is equal to xk plus 1 and the value of yk plus 1 is equal to yk minus 1, then the output will be pk plus 1 is equal to pk minus twice yk plus 1 plus twice xk plus 1 plus 1. This condition will hold true when the value of pk is greater than or equal to 0. Let us repeat again. Steps of algorithm. In first step, it was x0 is equal to 0 and y0 is equal to r. And in second step, the value was p0 is equal to 1 minus r. If the first point is in third step xk, yk, then the next point may be either xk plus 1 yk or xk plus 1 yk minus 1. Now, at both the points, we have to calculate the value of pk plus 1 minus pk. That's why we have calculated third one and third two. This one is the point. Third one, the value of pk plus 1 is equal to pk plus twice of xk plus 1 plus 1. And what about this value? I have already discussed this. Now, come to point number 4. Hope you are enjoying the video. At this point, at the starting value, if x0, y0, up to point number 3, we are taken into consideration that x0 and y0 are 0, 0. That the starting point or origin is equal to 0, 0. Or I can say center of the circle is 0, 0. Now, if the center of the circle is non-zero, then what will happen? It means we can plot the new point, that's xc plus x0 and yc plus y0. Basically, what should be done? We have to add the content of new point in the previous one, that is xc plus x0 and xc plus y0. x0, y0, if these values are 0, 0, then we have to consider only xc and yc, that is central point. If these values are non-zero, then we have to add the values. What about point number 5, repeat step number 3 and 4 until x plot greater than equal to y plot. Till the value of x is not equal to, basically not greater than or equal to y plot, that is, we are considering the values from A to B as per indicated in the first diagram of circle. In this way, you can design first octant of the circle. Point number 6, by symmetry, we can design other octants of the circle. Thank you. Have a nice day.